Welcome to Deep Heights. My name is Deborah. Today we're just gonna take a walk with the cards, and we're gonna listen. We're gonna allow what needs to be said, or hopefully create the space for it to be communicated. And hopefully, I can do that clearly. I try. I never have any plans for these. I never really know where we're going to go. Sometimes the stories kind of change and they develop and they evolve, and I think that's okay. The hope is that we learn something, we can see something in a different way, see something we're missing. I don't know. Just feel like this is the right thing for me to do. I'm glad you're here. That was Cheetah. He kind of flipped over, but he doesn't belong. Well, he belongs, but not yet. If he wants to be out, he'll be out. Oh, they're flipping over in stacks, you know. Who will speak with us today? Trying to get frustrated because I know how it is when you're watching something and it's not going fast enough. To the point, you know. Talking about the cheetah. Said it was too fast. Okay. Who would speak with us today? Who would speak with us today? Snake? Think of protecting something that's sacred, you know, the flower of life. It's here, this sacred geometry, sacred shapes, the shapes that things take. Snake, the circle. I don't know if I've ever said in my videos how I always, not always thought, but how I think sometimes the secret symbol of Libra is the snake, the scales. Snake is like the great adjuster, you know, it sheds its skin. It's a big adjustment, you know. Like the Two of Discs, it's called change, but sometimes I think that card should be adjustment. Because it's Jupiter and Capricorn, and one's expansion and one's extraction. That's interesting. No, contraction or retraction, to retract. Not that, but Saturn draws a ring around, and Jupiter wants to expand beyond the ring, so to speak. Is that what's happening here? You know, something within us grows, and it needs to expand. That we set and impose limits on ourselves because we're stuck. Maybe is the snake stuck in a cycle? It's painful, to shed your skin. It's painful, no doubt. I feel like this is something being revealed as well. This is a secret. Snakes guard wisdom. Snake is guarding this sacred wisdom here. Sacred knowledge, but wisdom too. He loves the wisdom. He loves this. What's being created here? It sparkles. It's got life. It's a good snake. Guardian. Guardian of sacred knowledge. Let's get one more. So I think the snake is very, very important here. Something about these cards, they're being very jumpy. I feel like the deck feels irritated. Almost. It's weird. I know there's another card that needs to be here. Hummingbird. Does hummingbird want some of this that's in here? No. I like hummingbird energy. Hummingbird energy to me is about precision, about extraction, delicate. Hummingbird is usually very delicate, pure energy. I call them like little spirit drones, Talking about flower, the flower of life. And a system, creator of life, and then it lives on the life. Not in a way that it takes, because there are takers of life. That leads me to think we need one more. If the hummingbird is the positive, what's the negative? Maybe I'm assuming. I don't want to assume, but I don't feel that the hummingbird is negative. The hummingbird is the right way, to approach sacred knowledge, because it doesn't damage. It doesn't murder to dissect. Doesn't destroy. The hummingbird isn't going to go peck at the snake, and make him bleed, hurt him, and force his way in. No, he's gonna know exactly where to go. He's gonna get a little bit sustenance, because he loves it too. He loves the wisdom too. Spirit. the taste of a thing, the essence, the ambrosia of the gods, honey, the hummingbird energy. It reminds us that we need to appreciate and be delicate, because they're precise, they don't get in there and try and destroy, tear something up. Take their time. When it's right. When Snake says it's okay, too. It asks for Snake's permission. For Spirit's permission. Because if this is being protected, and the Snake is the guardian. Hummingbird, we must be worthy. How do we become worthy? Are you born worthy? Is it something just within you? Or is it a process to shed old skin? Become renewed like life does. The seasons, things. This feels very soft. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and shuffle, 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 shuffle. I know that there's one more that needs to be here. Come out, whoever you are. The bear. Feel bad because I don't want to make Bear the bad guy, but bears, they always, bears like honey. But bees create the honey, and then bears go destroy the hive to get to the honey, right? Right? Do they do that? Destroy. To destroy. Destroy a thing to get at the sweetness. Are you a hummingbird? Or are you a bear? This is like the hive, so to speak, Not that it's the hive, but this is the sacred sweetness. Ways of being. Approach to sacred knowledge and sacred things. And not even that they're outside of you. They're inside of you, because you're the snake. You're your teacher. The whole process is about you. Because if you destroy something outside of you, you're destroying yourself. Someone else said that when you hurt another, you're hurting yourself. I think Crowley said that. Today's his birthday. Okay. I think, yeah. To harm another is to harm oneself. I think Crowley said that. It makes me feel good. It's his birthday. To show up here. Okay, we're going to use his deck. The Thoth deck from Crowley and Lady Friedharris. Lady Friedharris. Okay. Things that are sacred. How we approach them. The priestess. Things that are sacred. She keeps the knowledge. She keeps the wisdom. See my eye? Peeking out from behind the cards. Just want you to see them and take a look at them and how they make you feel, maybe. What do you see when you look at these cards? Because the priestess, she's a protector of wisdom, of hidden knowledge, of hidden things. She's a guardian at the gate, a feminine guardian. Was the snake a woman? Was the snake feminine? Is the snake feminine? That's interesting. I have to be scared not to take my time so I don't miss things. Because sometimes I feel nervous because I feel rushed. Like you get bored, but I'm sorry if you get bored. This is my process. I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but in her eyes, there's like a lemniscate, like a snake. Talked about that two of discs. Like her vision. Sacred, the way that she sees is sacred. She sees through sacred eyes. Enlightened eyes, but not like the light of the sun, because she's dark, not evil, but she's not in the sunlight. She's in a different realm. Like elemental, you know, there are minerals there, and there's fruit, like this sunflower. Sacred feminine, keeper of wisdom. But she's a revealer too. Can reveal those things, like that part of you can reveal. You can only be your own revealer. By William Blake said, the eye altering alters all, you know. The eye altering, the lemniscate. And what does that mean? The ability to see things from different perspectives, yes. I don't know. Usually the priestess card is, usually when she comes up, if I'm doing a reading, it's like she's hiding something. You usually can't get past, like I can't get past her, you know, when she shows up. It's like, I'm not revealing anything to you, Deborah. You must reveal it to yourself. Or maybe the approach is wrong. Like, maybe I'm coming in like a bear and I'm like, reveal to me your secrets. She's like, yeah, you can't come to me with that attitude, little girl. You better change your attitude, right? And we change our attitude, right? Not just that it's that simple, but making a point here. We change our approach. Sharpen our skills, you know, like to speak. Sharpen our mind, sharpen our hearts, purifying ourselves, going light, you know, because bear is earth, heavy. Hummingbird, he's quiet and he flies quietly, like a priestess is very quiet. Is a card of silence. Hidden things, hidden ways. Adjustment was on the bottom of the deck. Princess of Wands. This is the hummingbird. Alive with life. This is my card of being alive with life, because you can be alive but not with life. Not everyone's alive with life. You can be alive with evil. Not the Princess of Wands here, not here. No. And if the tiger were like the bear, you know, she's recognized that part of herself, that animalistic part of herself that would want to destroy something, bloody, tear it up, you know, like tear it up. She's like, no. She's light, and approach it in a different way because it's sacred, the sacred fire. Her fire burns in homage to the sacred, you know, with respect, deep respect, genuine, lover, you know, Sagittarius, ninth house, philosophy, the love of it, you know, creation, because the art card creates, creator, was talking about the ambrosia of life. She creates it. It's also Leo, you know, she's got the sun, and then Aries, the horns of the ram, the tenacity, the strength, the heart of the lion, the heart of Leo, fire, pure. I love this card. Mainly these talks are just about how much I love tarot. That's okay. Bear, Prince of Swords, King of Swords, air. But you see, he's got a sword and a scythe. Is he going to destroy it with a thought? You know, thinking about wisdom, about knowledge. Is he going to think too much? Analysis paralysis. Is he going to analyze and be too sciencey? You know, is he going to murder to dissect? Yeah. The approach, markedly different. Markedly different. It's like he's just riding in on his fancy car. Showing off all his dance moves. He's like, he does yoga and whatever. And the Princess of Wands, she's just all naked, dragging a tiger around. And here comes the King of Wands, Mr. Science, and he's like, pulls up in a Ferrari. Fucking show off. To tear it to pieces. Okay, so we have context. 23 minutes. Context. I mean, those just kind of clarify what I had already said, really. I like to do that, though. I like to tell stories about spirit. Allow spirit to speak to me, to you. It's kind of like, is it black and white, or are there just two ways? You know, can you be a little bit of both? Because I like science. I think that's important. You know, sacred geometry is like super. I was gonna say super sciencey, and that makes me sound kind of ignorant, but I like to hear people talk about things that I don't really know and understand, like mathematics, about the Fibonacci sequence and like the sacred, and art and architecture. You know, it has to be maybe a little bit of both. But is that man's lifelong quest? You know, the search for the right way to be. Is that what we learn here? What we're learning, the right way. How do we know it? Or are we guided there by the inner guide? She's very soft. Very soft. These cards feel very soft. Like I said earlier, this feels very soft. Oh, velvet. Okay. Just gonna just the right away. I don't even think I have a question because I don't know. I just seem to be asking the same questions. I'm finding like when I read, it's just like almost 30 minutes of just saying the same thing. Like, are we not asking the right questions, you know? Or are we asking the wrong people? Like, is this the right thing to do, to record myself doing this and then share it? Not that anyone's watching it, but, you know, is it too sacred? Because it's my journey. It's mine. But I feel like that this is being lost. I'm not special, but I'm not special, okay? But I don't know anyone else like me. I don't have anyone to talk to. And I talk to myself all the time. I'm talking to myself right now with spirit walks. That's why I have spirit walks. I feel like I'm in the world of the dead, land of the dead. Like I try to talk to people and they look at me like I've got 3 eyeballs, 2 heads or something. Fuck them. I'd rather talk to spirit anyway. Bible, sword, fuck them. Not even trying to talk to them. One of the meanings of this card is silence. Letting it go. Not even trying with others. Recognizing the futility, you know, with others, that it's not a journey we take with others. Or maybe it's not even a conversation we can have with others. Only with ourselves. Or like Crowley, and they talk about, you know, the holy guardian angel. I think that that like spirit only unfolds to pure intention. That if you want to pry it open, like the snake will open, you know, he'll let his tail out of his mouth. You know, and you can go in there somehow, like lay on it or something. Be in there somehow. And it's soft because it's alive and it's soft in there. It just makes me think about the womb, but this isn't like a feeling of wanting to be regressive. This is just being and appreciating the beauty of it, of creation. Because this could be like the womb, you know, the priestess. Where things are created. Respect for that. Giver of life. Generator of life. The knowledge of that life. Because it is sacred. You know, Princess of Wands knows it's sacred, and she's alive with that knowledge. She doesn't want to go regress and like be there. She wants to be alive with it. You know, fly with it. Okay. What's Priestess saying? Not that the priestess says anything, but I feel like it wants to be revealed. Something wants to be revealed. What would be revealed? Ooh. Wow. They all, like a bunch of cards flew out, but this one flew over here. Judgment. The Eon. Kind of like the Eon, you know. Rebirth. New way of being. That was like Crowley's Eon. A new era. A new, for him. He was a creator. Crowley. Being guided by the Spirit. Listening to Spirit because it's glorious, you know. It sings. She's dancing. Hummingbird. Saying how like you wanted to go and feel it, like sacred geometry, like how a vibration, those videos where they show like different vibrations create those shapes, those sacred shapes, different frequencies. That's like what's happening here, the frequency, you know, and they're awake to this new frequency, and they're like, oh wow, you know. So I'm saying, like, wanting to be in it, to feel it, like how I was saying it was alive, you know, to be alive with, because that's the life. And they're naked, you know, like the Princess of Wands, naked. Something about it is unclothed, like unhidden. No hidden motives. When you're naked, you're vulnerable, like you're seen. It's cold. It's cold though. These waters are cold. You know, the icy mountains, snow, and the sound is like heat. It's warming. It's the card of fire, the Princess of Wands. You know, the heat, the inner sun. Talk about that a lot. The inner sun, where it comes up a lot. Yeah, I think that this is about approaches, different approaches. Not too complicated. Soft, simple, but not. So we have the Three of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the World reversed. Murdering to dissect, examination, pain, you know, the King of Swords. Like he can't figure it out, you know, Three of Swords energy with the Two of Wands. Like, I think I just did a video where I was talking about the world or our nature. Murdering to dissect, murdering nature. He's like a man of the world, and the world is reversed here, quite literally. Wrong way, the wrong way. And the pain of not being able to to figure it out. Like, not that it's even something that you have to figure out. It's just that that's what you be. You know, you don't, you can't study for a way of being. You have to feel it and be it in your heart, and you know that it's right by choice. Two of Wands also about choices, because King of Swords isn't stupid. He's been very intelligent, like a scientist. You know, logic. He thinks logically, but too logically. You know, he's not up in his feelings. He just knows that he wants that honey. He just wants it. You know, there's the sun there, and it's kind of dim. I'm not calling him dim because I just said that he wasn't unintelligent. But is intelligence measured by our ability to be logical? There's a whole book called Emotional Intelligence by his name is like Daniel. I don't remember. It's like wanting to turn the world upside down. That you'll turn everything upside down. That you'll rip a tree up to look at its roots. A tree can't live if you rip it up to examine its roots, right? Socrates, Plato. Oh, but it says too that we have to have the freedom to examine, right? To be able to examine the snake and life, and to understand life, spirit, because it's vast and complex. We want to, like, part of our nature as human beings, as we're inquisitive. We want to know. Does it make us feel better to know? I don't know. I can't say for you, but to know things, to understand. For me, I guess I would feel closer to spirit, you know, to know more about it. But I want to just be with it too. Like, I'm okay if I don't know. Because I know that it's alive, even if I don't know. Even if the priestess always tells me no, that's okay. Because I know I can still be like the Princess of Swords. Because I can still be alive with life, even if I don't know her mysteries. Like, to penetrate the mysteries. Because that's what the King of Swords wants to do. He wants to penetrate the mysteries. You have to cut something open to do that. Are you willing to cut it open and kill it? To know it? Do we have to do that to know it? Is it outside of us to know? You know, that's the whole thing about knowing thyself. Know thyself. It's like I said, to hurt it is to hurt yourself. To hurt spirit, to harm spirit, you harm yourself. Vice versa. Well, this is nice. This is really nice. Because I tried to record a couple earlier and they were really dark and I got frustrated. This is nice. Calm. You know? Because it seems simple. Can you be with the mystery? Is it right? I'm asking a question like, is it right to want to go in there? Are we welcome? Is it even our rightful place? Why do we always presume to want to know it? I ask myself this too, like, why can't I just be? Just to know it exists is enough. Or to be alive is enough. Maybe that's the secret that the Princess of Wands knows. That's why she builds and she burns a fire to it. Because she knows it's its life. Or she doesn't know, but she knows. feels good. I feel like a satisfaction, in my belly without having eaten. That's interesting. Wow. Let's let the sisters speak. Good fortune. She's like the Princess of Wands. She's kind of wild, It's really amazing how they've kind of been mirroring. Jupiter, Sagittarius, like about good fortune, expansion, growth, just letting it be. I talk about the wheel makes a sound. The wheel of fortune, the wheel of four tunes. The cardinal, something about the four, the eagle, Scorpio, Taurus, the bull. The man. Anyway, since I apparently cannot think properly, the wheel makes a sound, a tune. This is a good sound. There's a square. It's at the abracadabra that I create what I speak. The sound. What are you singing? What are you speaking? Let it be good. Whatever it is, when you just be with it, when you just let it unfold, it's a good music, beautiful music somehow. I don't feel like we got any answers today, and that's okay. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you again.